I am Vaidikruti. Welcome back. Today we are going to start the second chapter of Ashtang Hriday Sutra Sthan, that is Dincharya Adhyay. In previous lecture we watched and we learned about the first chapter, that is Ayushkamiya Adhyay. Now, after learning about all the pursuits of longevity, that is to maintain a healthy life, the second percept, that is how can we achieve this healthy life? What are the regimens? What are the routines we should follow to achieve that healthy life? This is told in the second chapter, that is Dincharya Adhyay, in which day to day activities of men are clearly explained by Acharya Vakpat. Now, as per NCISM syllabus, from this chapter, MCQ questions of 1 mark, 5 marker short answer questions, and 10 marker questions can also be asked. So, this is also a very important chapter. So, you should try to by heart maximum shlok of this chapter. However, I will tell which shlokas are most important and that you should by heart by default. So, moving on towards the content of the chapter, first in this chapter, Acharya Vagpat has told about Brahma Murat, that is to wake up during the Brahma Murat Kal. After that, he has explained Danta Dhavan Vidhan, that is brushing regimen. Then he has told about Anjan, application of the collyrium, Nasya, Tambul Sevan, Abhyang, Vyayam, Udvartan, Snan, Dashvid Papa Karma, then Sadvrut Palan, that is application of righteous acts which we should follow in our daily routine. And also he has told about wearing different ornaments, carrying importance of carrying an umbrella or stick. So this we will learn in this chapter. This is just a demo lecture, and to find the recordings of all the chapters of Ashtanga Hriday as well as Charak Samhita, you can click on the description link below, in which Ayurveda Studies application has the course which you should totally go through. So let's move towards the chapter. अथा तो आयुष्कामी अथा तो अथा तो दिनचर्या अध्याय व्याख्यास्यामः इति अस्माहु आत्रयादयो महर्षयः. The first shloka is told to wake up in the pratah, that is in the daytime, when we should wake up. Brahma muhurate uttishthet swastha rakshartham ayusham, to protect his life or be a healthy person. One should get up from the bed in the Brahma Muhurat. Now, this is a frequently asked question, that what is exactly Brahma Muhurat? How can we calculate Brahma Muhurat? So for this, the Sarvanga Sundari Tika, that is the commentary on Ashtanga Hriday, is clearly mentioned that Ratre Chaturdasho Muhurata Brahma Muhurate. Alright, that means that Brahma Muhurat is the 14th Muhurat Kal of the night. Okay, so one night is divided into 15 Muhurat. One Muhurat is 48 minutes. Okay, so one night is divided into 15 Muhurat, so that is 720 minutes comprises of one night. So among this 720 minutes, the 14th Muhurat is called as Brahma Muhurat. So we calculate that Brahma Muhurat is the time which is after the completion of 13 Muhurat of the night. That is at the 6:24 minute. 6:24 minutes, if we calculate, that comes, if we subtract it from the whole night, then it comes 96 minutes. Okay, 720 minus 624, 96 minutes. So what exactly is Brahma Muhurat? It is the time of morning, which is 96 minutes before the sunrise. Alright, which is approximately about 4:24 am. So this is the calculation which you should keep in mind, that what exactly is Brahma Muhurat. It is not necessary that it is always 4:28 am. In winters, sun rises late. In summers, it rises early. So the timing will differ. The Brahma Muhurat will differ as per the season and the sunrise timing. Alright. Next look. Shauch Vidhi. Sharira-chinta nirvityam kruta shaucha vidhistatha. After considering the condition of the body, such as the food is taken in the previous night has been fully digested or not, etc., one has to attain the natural urges and clean up the parts as well. Alright? One should clean up the bowel and urination urges, etc. urges, and then clean the body parts. This is Shauchaviti, cleansing. Next, Dantadhavan, cleaning of the teeth, brushing regimen. In this, Acharya has given twigs, or we can say different herbs which are useful to clean the teeth. They are Arka, Nyagrodha, Khadira, Karanja, Kakubha, Adi. These are the name of the herbs. You should remember in MCQ it can be asked that which herbs are included or which herbs are not included as per Acharya Vagpat for Dantadhavan Vidhi. So must remember Arka, Nyagrodha, Khadira, Karanja, Kakubhadi. Alright. Pratah bhuktva cha mridvagram kashayakatu tiktakam. So this should be done in which time? Pratah and bhuktva. Pratah bhuktva. 2 times we should do brushing with Arka, Nyagrodh, Khadira, Karanja, Kakuba आदि. With what types, मतलब ये जो है वो सारे नाम दिए हैं, बट इन जनरल अगर हमें देखना है तो मेनली अगर ये सब अवेलेबल नहीं है तो हम क्या ले सकते हैं, तो कषाय, कटु और तिक्त. कषाय इज एस्ट्रिंजेंट टेस्ट, कटु इज बिटर, कटु इज स्पाइसी टेस्ट एंड तिक्त इज बिटर टेस्ट. ऑलराइट, तो ऐसे टेस्ट की हम ले सकते हैं. सी twigs which are useful for brushing. अर्क इज आवर कैलोट्रोपिस प्रोकेरा जिसे हम आंकड़ा बोलते हैं गुजराती में. देन न्यग्रोध दैट इज फाइकस बेंगालेंसिस. खदीर दैट इज अकेशिया कटेचू. करंज इज पोंगेमिया पिनाटा. ककूभ इट इज अर्जुना. करवीर दिस अदर आदि. अब फिर लिखा है आदि, तो आदि में टीकाकार ने बताया है. ये ककूब तक तो श्लोक में था ही, ये जो है वो टीकाकार ने बताया है. तो कौन से ले सकते हैं? करवीर है, सर्ज है, इरिमेद है, अपामार्ग है या फिर मालती है, ये हम ले सकते हैं. ठीक है. फिर बताया है दो बार हमें ब्रशिंग करना है. कब? प्रातः दैट इज़ मॉर्निंग एंड भुक्त्वा दैट इज़ आफ्टर द food which is taken is digested. So 2 times we should do. Now kaninya agra samastholyam. Kaninya is the little finger of our hand. So it is told that the kaninya agra samastholyam. Kaninya means what? Our little finger. So agra samastholyam. Samastholyam means the diameter. The diameter should be equivalent to what? Kaninika. Kaninika, that is the tip of the little finger. And Sakurja Dwadasha Angulam, and its length should be equals to what? 12 angul long. So the twig which we are taking for brushing, that is either of Arka, Nyagrodh, Khadir, Karanj, Kakub, it should be having diameter of Kaninika and length of 12 angul in general. Alright. Bhaksha, then next. Bhakshayet dantadhavanam dantamasane badhayan. So, how we should brush? Then, that I told already early in the morning, pratah, as well as immediately after having the food without causing the pain and injury to the gums. Okay? Without having pain and injury to the gums. Bhakshayet dantadhavanam dantamasanya badhana. दंतमास्य बाधयन, उनको बाधा नहीं होनी चाहिए. दांत या फिर मसड़ों को प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए, उस तरीके से ब्रश करना है. दीज आर द पिक्चर्स ऑफ अर्क, न्यग्रोध, खदीर, करंज, ककूभ. ऑलराइट. So this is Danta Dhavan or brushing regimen. Now next, what are the contraindication for brushing or cleansing of the teeth? When we should not do the brushing? So here, na adya ajirna vamathu श्वास कास ज्वर अर्दिति तृष्णा आस्यपाक रंत नेत्र शिरः कर्णम आमयी च तत्. Alright, patients suffering with the following disease are contraindicated for cleaning the teeth. Which patients? Ajirna, that is indigestion. Vamathu, that is having vomiting or suffering from vomiting. Shwasa, that is dyspnea. Kasa, that is cough. Jwar, fever. Ardit, facial paralysis or Bell's palsy. Trishna, that is thirst. Asyapak, that is mouth ulcer or stomatitis. Rat, netra, shirah, karnamayi. Rat, netra, shira, karna. Amayi. Here the word am signifies word rog. Alright. So, which disorders? हृदय, नेत्र, शिरो एंड कर्ण के जो रोग है उसमें हमें ब्रशिंग नहीं करना है. Alright. This is an important shlok. So, I'll recommend that you remember this shlok. Moving on to the next shlok. Anjana. So, Anjan or collyrium, which we all know for the beauty purpose girls mostly use. So here in Ashtanga Hridaya, it is told as a regimen. It is Soviram Anjanam Nityam Hitam Akshno Stato Bhajet. Soviram Anjanam. Now here, the word Sovir has come from the word Suvira. Alright, Suvir, that is Sindhu Desh. It is a geographical location which you won't understand right now, but you should understand that it is a type of surma जो हम बोलते हैं, which we say kala surma. So here it is indicated that the सुवीर देश से प्राप्त होने वाला यह अंजन, सोविर अंजन, उसे हमें when should we apply them? We should apply them daily. नित्यम हितम अक्षणो ततो भजेत. It will cause what? Excellent protection of the eyes. So, it is recommended to apply Soviranjan daily to protect the eyes. Okay, this can be asked in MCQ. Soviranjan, Rasanjan, 4 Pushpanjan, etc. 4 options will be given, and it may be asked that which among the following anjan should be applied on the daily basis. Correct answer is what? Soviranjan. Next, moving on. What are the advantages of Soviranjan or applying the collyrium to the eyes? It is Chakshu Tejomayam Tasya Visheshat Sleshmato Bhayam. As the eyes is associated with Tej Mahabhut. We all know कि देखने का काम, to vision, for vision, what is required? Tejo Mahabhut, Agni Mahabhut is required. So eyes is associated with what? Tejo Mahabhut, predominantly. Okay, it contains all the 5 Mahabhut, but predominantly contains Tejo Mahabhut. So continuous use of Soviranjan provokes the Kapha dosh. Okay, it will provoke the Kapha dosh. Therefore, to counter this problem, what Acharya has told? Acharya has told that yat yojayet saptaratre asmat sravanartha rasanjanam. To overcome or counteract this problem, Acharya has told to do sravana, that is to alleviate the vitiated cough by removing or expelling out. Sravan, expel out from the eyes. What we should apply? Rasanjan. It should be applied. Rasanjan is basically prepared from the Darvi quartz, Berberis aristata. Darvi is Daru Haritva. Daru Haritva के quartz से बनता है Rasanjan. Alright, so it is told that Rasanjan is to be applied once in a week to alleviate all the vitiated cough, for keeping the vision clear. Alleviate means to reduce or to overcome the extra provocated cough dosh. Moving on towards the next. Here, after Anjan, Vidhi, Navan Karma or Nasya is told, then followed by Gandush, that is mouth gargles, Dhumpan, inhalation of the medicated fumes. Here it is Dhumapana, not Dhumrapana. So keep this in mind. And at last, Tambul Sevan. Now, here the sequence is very much important. You must remember the sequence. First, what is there? Anjan. Anjan. After that, Nasya. After that, Gandush. After that, Dhumpan. And at last, Tambul Sevan. ANGDT. You can remember? Okay? And this is very much scientific way. Because, why? Because Anjan will cause what? Cough dosh ko badhayega. It will increase cough dosh. So by applying Nasya or administering the nasal drops to the nose, we will reduce that cough. Okay. So, and then again the rest of the cough will accumulate in the what? Throat area. So for that, removing that throat area cough dosh, Gandush is recommended. And then to clear the nose and throat both with the cough dosh, Dhumapan or fumes are indicated. And to freshen up the mouth and avoid all the complications, Tambul Sevan is indicated at the last. Now we will move on towards the Tambul Sevan Nishedakal. Tambul Sevan Nished. What are the contraindication for Tambul Sevan? Tambul is basically the pan which we say, but not with tobacco and what not people are adding nowadays. That is not Tambul. Tambul is the very much beneficial mouth freshener, type of a mouth freshener, which is made from tender betel leaves along with that supari, areca katachu, jatifal, lavanga, karpura, kankola, pudina, etc., which keeps the mouth fresh, tasty, and good smell. So this is not required to remember, but this is just general knowledge. Okay, in Ayurveda, what actually Tambul means, right? So when one should not chew the tambul. So when one is having tambulam, kshata, pitta, asra, ruksha, rukshot chakshusham, visha, murcha, madartanam, apatya, shoshinam, api. Alright. So if a person is having urahakshata, that is injury to the chest, if he is having pittasra, pitta and asra, asra is rakta, pitta asra, rakta pitta, bleeding disorders, ruksha, dryness in the body, kupit chakshu, eyes disease, visha dushta, poisonous condition, murcha, syncope, or one should say ki, feeling very giddy, madartha, madartha is alcoholic intoxication, and at last sosh, that is dryness in the mouth or TB, tuberculosis. It is very rough translation, but you can get overall idea. So this is not as much important, but yeah, you can just go through once for the translation purpose. Now here, this is the most IMP and most frequently asked question, Abhyanga. Just remember both of these shlok. These are important. Alright. I am reciting it so it gets easier for you to remember. Abhyangam achare nitya sajarasamavataha दृष्टि प्रसाद पुष्टायु स्वप्न सुत्वक्त्वदाढ्य कृत शिरः श्रवणपादेषु तं विशेषेण शीलयेत् वर्ज्यो अभ्यङ्गः कफग्रस्तकृतसंशुद्ध्य अजीर्णभिः. So in this sequence you should remember the shlok. Divide the shlok in halves and just go on remembering it. recite it daily, you will get used to it. All right, so let's understand what the shloka means. अभ्यंगम आचरेत नित्यम. अभ्यंग को मतलब ऑयल मसाज should be applied when? Daily. Okay, abhyang should be applied daily, because what will it do? Sa, jara, shram, vat. Ha. Ha means alleviates. It alleviates or delays what? Aging. Jara, shram, fatigue, or any we can say ki if we are mentally if we want to relax mentally, we should do oil massage. This you must have heard. So basically oil massage reduces the fatigue, and vataha, that is mitigates the vatosh. Again, what are the benefits? दृष्टि प्रसाद पुष्टायु, दृष्टि का प्रसादन करता है. इम्पार्ट्स गुड विजन. पुष्ट आयु, promotes strength. Swapna increases the swapna is induces good sleep, so insomnia से relieve करेगा. Okay. Sutwak, sutwak is it provides prettiness to the skin, softness to the skin. Dadyakrit, body becomes strong. Dadya means strong and tough. All right, then here Shirah Shravana Padeshu. Shirah, that is head, Shravana, ears, and Pad, that is sole, foot, sole. Tam Visheshena Shilayet. Now it happens that in today's fast running lifestyle, we are not able to do oil massage all over the body. So Acharya has given a shortcut. Okay, even if you don't have time, at least you should do abhyanga on head, ears, and sole. Tam visheshena, especially you should do on these three. And also here Acharya has told that before starting the whole body abhyanga, first go for abhyanga of shira, shravana, and pad. That is, tam visheshena shilayet has two meanings. The first meaning is especially apply on these three areas, and the second meaning is what? That before application on the whole body, you should first apply on head, ears, and foot. All right, so this question may be asked. Then in the same shlok Acharya has told कि वर्ज्यो कब नहीं करना है अभ्यंग. वर्जो अभ्यंग, when one should not do अभ्यंग, so it should not be done in kaphagrasta, people having cough disorder. Krita Sanshuddhi, one who has gone for the Panchkarma Shodhan therapy. Panchkarma, here Panchkarma does not mean all the Panchkarma, but basically Vaman and Virechan. So after Vaman and Virechan, they are the main Shodhan therapies. So after doing that, one should not apply Abhyanga. And the last condition is what? Ajirna bhihi, when the food is undigested. Alright, the person suffering from the cough disorders going Shodhan therapy, and also in the state of indigestion, one should not do Abhyanga or massage. Next, again, this is an important concept. It can be asked in the 5 mark. Abhyang as well as Vyayam, both can be asked separately in the 5 marks. So, yes, this whole chapter can be asked as a 10 marker question. Okay, so they can ask that elaborate Dincharya according to Acharya Vakpat. So you have to include all this step in the same flow. All right, so Vyayam. लाघव कर्म सामर्थ्यम दीप्तोर अग्निमेधसः क्षयः विभक्त घनगात्रत्वं व्यायामादुपजायते. Activities which produce tiredness to the body is known as vyayam. This is not related to shlok. However, what vyayam does? So, advantages of vyayam: body becomes the light, laghav. Karma samarthya is able to perform normal duties with enthusiasm. Dipto Agni Medasah increases the power of the digestion and reduces the fat of the body. Body parts become distinct and firm. That is Dipto Agni Medasah Kshaya and Vibhakta Ghanagatratvam. That is body parts become distinct and firm. Alright. Vyayam Adupajayate. These are the benefits of the Vyayam. Then, what are the contraindication for the person doing exercise? Then, patients suffering from Vata and Pitta disorder should not do Vyayam. Vata Pitta Mai Bala Vruddha Ajirna Chattajit. Exercise किसको नहीं करनी चाहिए? Those who are suffering from Vata and Pitta disorders, children, that is Bal, Vruddha aged person, and Ajirna suffering from indigestion should not do exercises. अर्धशक्तिभ्याम निषेव्यतु. व्यायाम कितना करना चाहिए? तो हमें उतना ही व्यायाम करना चाहिए विच इज़ हाफ ऑफ आवर कैपेसिटी. अर्धशक्ति निषेव्यस्तु बलिभिः, half of the strength of our body. स्निग्ध भोजिभिः, that is those who are habituated to take snigdha bhojan, that is anxious food. शीतकाले वसंते च. शीतकाल cold and spring, and vasant is a spring season. mandam eva tato anyada. So they should be others, and other seasons should be done still less. Strong persons who are habituated to take anxious food and cold in spring season अगर है तो उसको हाफ कैपेसिटी में करो. अदरवाइज इन अदर सीजन्स जैसे कि ग्रीष्म वर्षा शरद इट शुड बी डन लेस देन हाफ. ओके. After doing, so here importance is what? Here the importance is indicated of Ardha Shakti Vyayam. Okay. Ardha Shakti Vyayam. Remember this point. Next is, after doing the exercise, the whole body should be massaged gently. Tam krutva anusukham deham mardayet samantatah. Right. Then disadvantages of excessive exercise. If one does excessive exercise, then it may lead to what? Trushna, kshay, pratamak, raktapitta, shram, klam, अति व्यायामतः कास ज्वर छर्दित जायते. क्या क्या हो सकता है? तृष्णा, दैट इज थर्स्ट. क्षय, emaciation. प्रतमक is severe dyspnea. रक्तपित्त, श्रम. क्लम is tiredness. कास is cough. ज्वर and छर्दी or vomiting. This can happen if one does exercise more than his or her capacity. Alright. जो अभी आजकल ट्रेंड चल रहा है ना, to go to gymming and do over exercise, it may lead to the above ailments, right? So due to above exercise, excessive exercise, not sleeping in the night, walking long distance, excessive coitus, too much talking and laughing, acts of exertion, it will destroy the body as lion fights with elephant and dies. Now here, gajam sinha ivakarsham bhajandyandi vinashyati. This can be quoted and asked that which conditions will cause the such effect on the body of a man. That just like a lion when fights with an elephant, the lion cannot beat the elephant, right? We all know how small the lion is in front of elephant. So however, the elephant is not going to predate on the lion, but the lion is the predator and the elephant is the prey. But the lion is not capable enough to destroy the large elephant. Similarly, our body is not used to all these physical activities which are done in excess amount. It will lead our body to death, just like a lion who fights with an elephant. So this is a very important udaharan or example Acharya Bagpat has given to one doing excessive vyayam. Jagran, adhva means walking long distance. Stri, that is coitus. Hasya, that is too much laughing. Bhashya, too much talking, etc. Sahas, exertion, act of exertion. Alright, so this is important, this quotation. Moving on towards the next regimen, that is Udvartan. Udvartan, Kafaharam, Medasa Pravilayanam, Sthirakaranam Anganam, Tvakprasada Karam Param. This is also an important shlok. You must remember this. This can be asked in 2 mark and like 2 marker or even 5 mark question about short note on Udvartan along with some other small regimen, right? Like write a short note on Vyayam, write a short note on Udvartan, right? Like that. So remember the shlok, this is very important. So Udvartan does what? Kaf har hai. It is first of all, what is Udvartan? So Udvartan is massaging in the opposite direction of the hair follicle. In the what opposite direction of the hair follicle? This is important point. Okay. With the high pressure is known as Udvartan. By regular conduction of Udvartan, cough is mitigated. Cough har, fat is liquefied. Meda sapra vilayan is liquefaction. And the sthirikaranam angana, body parts become firm. And त्वक प्रसाद करम, त्वक का प्रसादन होता है. प्रसादन means it becomes smooth and healthy. So this was Urdhvartan. Then Snan. Deepanam Vrushymayusham Snanam Urja Balapradam Kandumala Shramasvedata Tandra Truda Daha Papmajit. What are the advantages of bath? It increases the appetite. Deepan Vrushya, that is improves the sexual vigor. Snana Urja Bala Pradam, it enhances the lifespan. It improves the body strength. Bal Pradam. Kandu Mala Shramasveda. Kandu, itching. Mala, dirt. Shram, exertion. Sveda, sweat. Tandra, that is fatigue. We can say fatigue. It is not exactly fatigue, but which we say tiredness or lethargy, which we feel before getting sleep. That is called Tandra. Truta, thirst. Papmajit, burning sensation. The Daha, that is burning sensation, etc. are removed by what? Snan, that is bathing. Here Ushnambod use, that is use of warm water is told. Normal bath with hot water gives the strength to the body. Why the importance is given? Because it gives strength to the body. Adaha kayasa parisheko balavaha. Adaha kaya, okay. Before, below the clavicle. Above clavicle, the head, neck region and eyes especially should not be bathed with hot water. However, the lower limbs and the lower body should can be bathed with hot water. अगर ऊपर के पार्ट को किया तो it will cause a harm, but when it is poured or hot water bath is done on the lower body with the hot water, then it gives strength to the body. All right. Here it is also told that head bath decreases the strength of the hair follicles and eyes. Taineva tatum angasya bala ह्यत्केश चक्षुषम. हत्केश, that is hair follicles, hair fall हो सकता है. और अचक्षुष्य है, that is vision में भी problem कर सकता है. So head bath with hot water is contraindicated. This is important point. Next, the contraindication of bath, when one should not do the bathing. स्नानम अर्दित नेत्र अस्य कर्णरोग अतिसारेषु आध्मान पीनस अजीर्ण भुक्तवत्सु च गर्हितम. So person suffering from ardit, facial paralysis, netra rog, eye disorders, asya rog, that is mouth disorders, karna rog, atisar, adhman, abdominal distension, penis is coryza, that is runny nose, ajirna, indigestion, bhukta vastu, that is immediately after having the food. Bath is contraindicated. Now this topic, Sadvrut, is a very, very, very vast topic. Okay, in this many points are given. Remember the pinpoints, remember 2 to 3 shloka which I will tell you, and you are good to go to write the short note on Sadvrutta. So here, Jirnam hitam mitam chadyannam vega nira yet balat न वेगितो अन्य कार्य स्यात् न जित्वा साध्यमामयम्. This is important shlok. Okay, if you are asked to write the short note on Sadvrut, it should be definitely start from this shlok only. Okay, here what it is told, that to maintain the positive health one should have wholesome and limited food. Only that too after the completion of digestion of the food. जीर्ण होने के बाद जो भी खाया हुआ अन्न जो है उसको जीर्ण डाइजेस्ट होने के बाद ही हमें दूसरा खाना खाना चाहिए. नेचुरल अर्जेस लाइक यूरिन, फीसेस एक्सेट्रा शुड नॉट बी एक्सपेल. वेगानि धारयेत मलात बलात्, right? So they should not withhold the natural urges. If you are having urination urges, expel it. Fecal urges, expel it. न वेगितो अन्य कार्यम. At the time of urge, do not attend any other work, but just go to expel the urge. Syan jitva sadhayan amayam. Initially, treat the curable disease. Amay is disease. So, treat the curable disease. This is what told. Next, सुखार्थ सर्वभूतानां मतः सर्वा प्रवृत्तयः सुखं च न विना धर्मात् तस्मात् धर्म परो भवेत्. All the activities of human beings are meant for happiness only. Such happiness will not be happen without dharma, that is right moral conduct. So one must always pursue the right conduct. Bhakta kalyana mitra sevetet tara duragaha, that is take care of the friends with the sense of devotion and good fortune and others. That is wicked person should be kept a far distance. Now next topic is Dashvit Pap Karma. This also comes under Sadrut only. Okay, this is a subtopic, so you can include in the short note of the Sadrut. You can include Dashvit Pap Karma as well. But this shloka is important. That's why I'm marking this as important topic. So Hinsa Dashvit 10 Pap Karma is sinful acts. Important. Hinsa Steya Anyatha Kama. Paishunya Paurusha Anrute. संभिन्न आलाप व्यापद अभिध्या धृग विपर्ययम पाप कर्मेति दशेधा काय वाक मनस त्यजेत. This 10 sinful actions should not be done. All right. So these 10 activities are divided into kaya, vaka or mansik. Kaya, that is bodily sinful act. वाक, दैट इज स्पीच. एंड माइंड से, मन यानी कि माइंड से जो हम सिंफुल एक्ट करेंगे वो. तो कौन कौन से है वो? सबसे पहले हिंसा, दैट इज क्रूएलिटी. स्तेय, स्टीलिंग. और अन्यथा काम, दैट इज अनलॉफुल सेक्स. दैट कम्स अंडर सिंफुल एक्ट ऑफ द बॉडी. नेक्स्ट पैशुन्य, दैट इज स्लैंडरिंग. That is one who just keeps on speaking bad about others. That is paishunya. Parushvachan is abusive, harsh words, which nowadays are very much common, by the way. Then anritvachan is the false, telling lie. Sambhinna alap is disintention. That is someone who just speaks without any reason. He just curses other people without having any relation with that person. Okay, so that comes under the sinful act of speech. Next, sinful acts of mind is vyapad, that is hatredness. Abhidheya, that is jealousy. And drig viparyaya is misunderstanding. All right, so this is important. Remember the shlok. Again, continuing the sadrut. तो avritti vyadhi shokarta anurvartita shaktita. One must help the persons, those who are struggling for their livelihood, suffering from the disease and afflicted with sorrow according to one's own capacity. They are all to be looked with upon sympathy, consoled and help. Then atmavat satatam pashyed api kati pipilikam. Consider as ourselves even insect and ant. Pipilika is ant. Pipilika means ant. So consider as ourselves even insect and ants. All right, we should not even kill the insect or small ants just because they are very small, but we should consider them as ourselves only, because they are also a living being, right? So a compassionate attitude toward all the living beings is the hallmark of a civilized man. Next, आर्चयेद वगो विप्रवृद्धि वृद्ध वैद्य नृप अतिथिन. Pay the homage to the god. Go. Vipra is Brahmin. Alright, Vruddha is elders. Vaidya and Rupa and Atithi, that is guest. Acharya, Deva, Go, Vipra, Vruddha, Vaidya Nrupa Atithi. Alright, so one should pay homage, or in today's language, we can say that pay respect to these. Now, Vimukhan Arthina Kurya Navamet Na Akshipat. Never be indifferent to those approaching with a real need or desire or anything. Does not disappoint, disrespect or insult such person who ever come to us with requests. अगर कोई हेल्प करने के लिए आ रहा है, हेल्प मांगने के लिए आ रहा है, तो वन शुड नॉट डिसरिस्पेक्ट. इफ़ वी आर नॉट एबल टू हेल्प, देन वी शुड से सॉरी, वी कैन नॉट हेल्प, बट वी शुड नॉट डिसरिस्पेक्ट दैम. ऑल राइट. उपकार प्रधानम स्याद अपकार परे अप्यारो. संपद्विपत्से एकमना हेता विषेर्य फलेन तु. That is, one should be cooperative, helpful to the others, even to those who are non-cooperative, and also to the enmities. One must have the same mental attitude towards the prosperous and disastrous state, and should not be disturbed through the ups and downs of the life. Be jealous towards the cause and not the result. काले हितं मितं ब्रूयात् विसंवादी पेशलम. One must speak in appropriate time. काले हितं मितं ब्रूयात. ब्रूयात मीन्स स्पीक. काले मतलब प्रॉपर टाइमिंग पे हमें बोलना चाहिए. हमेशा बार बार हर एक जगह पे नहीं बोलना है. जहाँ हमें बोलना चाहिए वहीं पे बोलना चाहिए. और कैसे बोलना चाहिए? विथ डिसेंट वर्ड्स एंड इन ब्रीफ, ट्रू एंड इन प्लीजिंग मैनर. ओके. Then one must take initiation in greeting friends, relatives, and others. Greet everyone with a pleasant, polite, kind, soft face. Share your joy with others. One should neither believe nor suspect everybody. सबको ट्रस्ट भी मत करो और सबको शक की नज़र से भी मत देखो. राइट. न किंचित आत्मनः शत्रु नानात्मतम कसित चिद्रूपम प्रकाशयेन अपमानम न च स्नेहता प्रभो. Do not reveal the enmity towards someone to someone's enmity towards you, and do not reveal the insult inflicted upon you or your superiors' dislike for you. Be an expert in propitiating others by understanding the ideas of the people and pleasing by appropriate means. One should neither afflict the sense organs, eyes, ears, etc. too much, nor let them remain inert. ज़्यादा यूज़ भी नहीं करना है और ज़्यादा बैठे भी नहीं रहना है. It should all be in a balanced state. All the enterprises are to be pursued with any of the three pursuits of life, that is dharma, artha, kama, and pursue them without being mutually contradictory. त्रिवर्ग क्या है? धर्म, अर्थ, काम. इन तीनों को one should pursue them and without being mutually contradictory. अनुयायात प्रतिपदम सर्वधर्मेषु मध्यमाम. In all the action follow an inclination towards to be in the middle way. Okay. Keep away from over attachment and indifferences. One has to do his work with a sense of duty without ambition or hatred. Hence follow the middle way, which is always the safest way. नीच रोम नख श्मश्रु निर्मल लंघनम अघ्रमलायनम स्नानशीलं सुसुरभि सुवेशो अनुल्बणो ज्वलः. One has to cut his hair, nails, beard in the regular interval, clean the feet, do all the orifices of the waste products, keep the habit of taking daily baths, put on scent, good dress, which is bright and not gaudy, that is not show off. Alright, one should always wear precious gems. धारयेत सततम. रत्न धारण के बारे में बताया है कि one should always wear precious gems and amulets filled with potent and divine medicines. Wear chappals and umbrella. सतत पादात्रण. पादात्रण is footwears. पादात्रण विचरेद द्युगमात्र दृक् निशि च अत्यादिके कार्ये दंडी मौली सहायवान. Okay, one should take padatran and chhatra, that is umbrella, while walking, and observe in front of the path at least 2 meters of the distance, and only in emergency one should go outside during the night hours. Night hours में बाहर कब जाना है? Emergency में. That too with holding the dand, stick, in the hand, wrapping the head with a cloth along with an assistant. Because in because the ancient time people were, sometimes attacked by wild animals as well, so this was told. One should not pass through the shades of Chaitya, Pujya, persons who are to be worshipped, pillars of the flagstaff, Dhwaja, Shasta, Ashasta, अशस्त छाया, इन सब की परछाई में भी नहीं. One should not step on ash heaps, heaps of the husk, dirt, gravel, stone, heap, place where the sacrificial rituals are performed, and places for path. One should not do swim across the rivers only with hand. Nadi tarenna bahupyam, na agniskandham abhrivajayet, sanigdhanvam vruksham च नरो हेत दुष्टयान वत. So one should not swim across rivers only with hand. One should not approach the burning fire heaps, board on a boat or climb on a tree whose strength is doubtful, ride on an uncontrollable animals. This one should not do. One must cover the face while sneezing, laughing and yawning. Nasa avruttamukham kuryat shutta hasya vichrumbhanam. नासिका न विकुक्षणीयन्ना कस्मात् विलेख्य ध्रुवं भुवं न अक्षेश्चेष्टनं विगुणं नासितो उत्कटक्षिरम्. So one should cover the face while sneezing, laughing and yawning. Do not dilate the nostril. Do not scratch the earth without any purpose. Do not perform any disorderous gestures with body parts. Do not sit on squatting position for the long time. One should withdraw all the activities of the body, speech and mind before getting tired. Do not stand with the knees raised up. Do not take the shelter during night time beneath the trees. Chatvara, that is junction of the three ways where the people assemble for recreation, or we can say Chauraya, the four जो crossing है वो. Chaitya, that is trees which are considered to be of the seat of the graha. चतुष्पाद जैसे कि पीपल का पेड़ वगैरह. चतुष्पाद पथ, that is junction of the four roads as I told earlier. Then Suralay, that is temple or bar. The following places are not suitable for residence even in the daytime. Shuna, that is slaughtering house. Suna, ठीक है, Suna. Atavi, that is forest. Shunya Graha, ruined house. Smashan, that is graveyards. They should not be resided even in the daytimes. One should not look at the sun at any time. Should not carry heavy loads on the head. Very minute objects, very bright objects, dirty and unpleasant things should not be seen constantly. One should not trade, manufacture, supply or receive intoxicating alcohols. Madhya Vikraya Sandhana Adanani na acharet. One should avoid the direct breeze, heat of the sun of the first part of the day, dust, mist and rough wind. Sneezing, belching, coughing, sleeping, eating, mating should not be performed with disordered body. Avoid taking rest in the shade for the trees growing in the river banks. Avoid people whom the king hates. Avoid wild poison and horned animals. Avoid wicked, disgraceful, uncivilized, over smart persons. Avoid taking meal, mating, sleeping, reading, thinking during Sandhya Kal. This is the important. Here the shlok is given that meal mating. Okay, these four things are given in the Swastha. So this point is important. So you should just write this down. Translation. All right. Avoid the food offered by the enemies served as sacrificial ceremony offered by a large group of the donors supplied by prostitute and food sold in the market. Avoid shaking hands and hair. Avoid moving in between two receptacles of water, fire receptacle person. Keep away from fumes of the dead body, addicting alcohol, and avoid in believing women and giving independence. आचार्यः सर्वचेष्टासु लोक एव हि धीमतः अनुकुर्यातमेव तो लोके कै अर्थे परीक्षकः. For an intelligent person, the whole world is guide or teacher. Therefore, follow the world as an evaluator for performance of the worldly affairs. Compassion towards all the living beings, attitude for sacrificing for others, controlling the activities of the body, words, and mind, feeling selfishness in the interest of the others are sufficient for good conduct. He who daily bearing in the mind that he is and how is spending the days is not affected by sorrow. In this way, Ityachara Samasena Yam Prapnoti Samacharan आयुर आरोग्यम ऐश्वर्यम यशो लोकस्ट शाश्वतान. In this way, the rule of right conduct has been briefly discussed. One who adheres to the above rules will have Ayu, long life, Arogya, health, Aishwarya, prosperity, and Yash, fame. Where? In this as well as in the Parlok. Loka Sashvatan, Shashvat, eternal, eternity. Hence ends the second chapter, that is Dincharya Adhyay. Thank you. This was Vaidya Kruti.